Well, good morning. This is Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your tropical update on the system down to our south in the Caribbean. Indications are that it's getting better organized now as we take a look at the live look at what's happening. It's 70% chance of it developing now in the next 2 days. It's got an 80% over the next 5 days. Reconnaissance aircraft expected to investigate this area later on this afternoon. And now, as far as the system organizing, it looks like it has now a 70% chance of developing. We'll take a look at the color-enhanced satellite imagery showing a more deep convection developing what appears to be around to the north and to the right of where the center may be. The center now heading off, or at least the apparent center heading off toward the Yucatan Peninsula at this point. A lot of rainfall, though, down in the Western Caribbean. It's starting to look a little bit better organized. Here's a look at some of the forecast models. They continue to show this system developing and then taking off to the north over on late Saturday and Sunday, and then eventually bending off toward Florida. Now, some of the models have shifted a little bit further north. Even so, with that shift, we're going to be on the dirty side of the storm, which is usually to the right of the center. And it looks like we'll see the majority of the rainfall here along west central Florida. And as far as rainfall goes, we are anticipating anywhere from 4 to 6 inches, but that could go higher. Here's a look at the forecast model, the in-house forecast model, showing the system spinning off into the open waters of the Gulf on Sunday, and then Monday making a turn toward the right. This particular model showing what could be a tropical storm at this point. Some of the forecast models are showing that we could see a minimal tropical storm. The next name up is Colin, as it makes its way off to the northeast. If it stays far enough offshore, obviously we wouldn't get that big rain band. But again, this is a long way off. The center really hasn't even formed yet. These are the rainfall total estimates based on one forecast model, and most of them are in agreement that we will see up to at least 4 inches of rainfall. And the bulk of that coming, according to this model, in the late day on Monday, starting at Monday afternoon and continuing on into Tuesday morning. So again, we'll keep an eye on that. Water temperatures are warm enough, by the way. They are warm enough for this to become a tropical storm, and the shear is not forecast to be all that strong. So what that means is it'll have a chance to develop over those warm waters. You see the blue area, that indicates the shear, or at least a very weak shear, and that area of red that you see just to the west of Sarasota, that would be the actual storm. So certainly there would be shear with the storm causing the shear itself, but it looks like it'll be in a favorable area for development over the next couple of days. We are not anticipating a hurricane. We are not anticipating a strong tropical storm at this point, but definitely there is a possibility of a tropical storm having an impact on west central Florida. Looks like at least a little bit in terms of heavy rainfall, but that storm could develop winds up to, say, 45 to 50 miles an hour. Some of the models are hinting at that. Once again, you're looking at a live look of the satellite review over the past 12 hours. We're starting to see deep convection in the Western Caribbean Sea, and reconnaissance aircraft will be investigating this area. And once they get a handle as to exactly where the low is, we'll have a better opportunity for these models to ingest that data and get a more accurate reading as to where it may be heading over the next 3 days. But right now it appears that the strongest day of weather for us would be Monday in the afternoon and evening, and continuing on into Tuesday. And right now it looks like it's going to be a heavy rainmaker. But with all these systems, there's always that possibility of isolated tornadoes. So we'll have to keep that in mind too. More than likely we'll be put under some sort of watch as early as Sunday. But keep up to date throughout the weekend. We'll have these updates again later on this afternoon as more information becomes available from the National Hurricane Center at this point. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.